Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wedlocke Challenge. In the last episode we took on the first gym leader of the entire game, Roxanne, and we got the Stone Badge. In this episode we're going to be taking on this little area here east of Rustboro now that we can use Cut, and we're going to be exploring Dewford Town and hopefully the Granite Cave. So now that karate guy moved out of the way here, we can go in this building and there's a couple people in here. Let's see what they have to say. To get to Verdantturf without using this tunnel, you'd have to cross the sea to Dewford, sail to Slateport, and then travel through Mauville. That's a long trek to get to Verdantturf Town. I don't know how Wally did it with just a Ralts, but anyways, that Rustboro tunnel there. At first, we had a huge crew working on the boring through the rock with the latest machinery, but we had to stop. Turns out we had a negative effect on the wild Pokemon in the area, so we left lazing around here doing nothing. Yeah, they sure had a bad effect on the Pokemon over there, because the only Pokemon left are Whismur, Pokemon that can't hear. There's a man who dug his way to Verdantturf all by his lonesome. He was desperate to get through. He says if you dig little by little without using machines, you won't disrupt Pokemon, and you'll avoid harming the natural environment. So hold on, let's look at this. Disturbing the Pokemon with machines will probably disturb them because of the noise, right? Whismur are soundproof. I just thought about that. This is the first time I've ever thought about that. It makes sense. They can't even hear your machines. I don't know. There's Geodude, I think, with Rock Smash. Yeah. Whatever. It's Nintendo logic. So now that we can use Cut, Crocus has only one job at this point. To cut down some trees. So we got this little schoolboy here, who I'm going to take down with Heather. Like, Heather and Olive, like, I didn't think I'd like them that much, but Heather and Olive are doing great. So let's talk to this guy. I believe this guy is a Ralts, I think. So, once again, with Heather, hit and run to Olive. That's pretty much what's been going down here. Actually, this thing might have confusion, and I don't know if I want Olive to have to take down a Ralts with confusion. Yeah, let's just go for Scratch. Yeah, it's just going to use Growl. It still might have confusion. I don't quite remember the level it gets it at. I think it's higher. I'm going to switch. The damage isn't enough to take it out in 2 hits. I'm not dealing with the Truant. And it's going for double team. Oh boy. Yeah, let's talk about my recent Y Wedlocke. I fought a Drapion that had acupressure. It got +6 evasion, and it almost killed 2 of my Pokemon because I couldn't hit it. It was really brutal, so hopefully double team does not get that bad. Okay, yeah, it doesn't have confusion. It's using teleport. There's no escaping here, Alts. This is a trainer battle. Same rules apply to you as they do to me. So, and Heather and Olive don't level up. And this kid slacked off in school. He sounds like me. This is my younger self. Like that commercial, like, he's like, why didn't you have a little Debbie? Or whatever. Never mind. I'm going to stop talking now. Alright, so I don't need to cut that tree. There's not very many trainers over here. This is a completely optional area. You don't have to take this down. I like to fight everybody. I like to explore the side areas. It's fun. There's only 2 little kids. They're hanging out here. This is the outback where the teachers and parents can't get. This is where the kids come outside to do naughty things. Don't do naughty things, kids. Stay in school. You don't want to do things bad like a lot of the kids do. Like I just picture this area like, you know, back behind the school where all the kids go to do their rotten hooligan shenanigans. I realize I sound like an old man, but we're gonna fight this guy. Oh, what did I just do? I picked berries. What did I pick? Chesto berries? Yeah, I've been berry farming it up, so I'm basically Chugga Conroy, you know, and yeah. So I'm gonna plant some Chesto berries here. You know, I normally speed this up, but since I picked them while I was talking, this isn't sped up. So I'll plant a cherry and a Chesto berry. We've got a surplus of these, especially when I pick my plants again. I've got like 100 Chesto berries incoming. Anyways, we're gonna fight this girl with Heather as well. Yeah, we're good. She studies at school and she studies on the way home. She's a multitasker, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we have multitasker Karen. I know it says school kid, but I read the words multitasker. Who studies at school and on the way home. How do you even do that? Oh, I guess you could be on a bus. That makes sense. But there's no buses in Pokemon. She's literally studying while she walks. That takes skill. I'm worried about this trainer. If she's got the skill to study for tests and exams while she's walking, what does that make people that don't study? That makes them slack-offs, right? That makes them a Heather, apparently. So yeah, this Shroomish are scary if they've got Poison Heal and you poison them and didn't. Yeah, I've already been over all that. So what else does she have? Olive Grew level 14, which is pretty cool. I still don't remember what the level limit is. I haven't looked it up, but we're nowhere near it. It's like 18 or something. You guys can see it on the right, but you know, this is a Whismur. Heather's paralyzed. If I miss, I'll just switch out. I just want them both to get some experience. Heather's still slacking behind at level 13. I'll have to do a little training session once we get Crocus a partner. But that's a little bit of ways. I should get her one in this episode, though, which would be pretty cool. And we did hit, which is pretty cool. Almost enough knockout Whismur. Would have been pretty nice. Like I said, Heather is that diamond in the rough of the team. Once she evolves, look out. It's going to be ridiculous. And if the level limit's 18 or higher, she'll be evolved for the gym. Not that we'll use her. Actually, for the gym, we're probably going to end up using Olive because she's 4 times resistant to fighting. It's going to be a scary gym if we don't have anything to take it out with. Because we obviously don't want to use Buttercup because she's weak to fighting. And we don't want to use Birch because, well, it's just not a good idea. Brawly's scary, especially in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. I don't remember how he is in this game, but he can be pretty scary with a level limit and 3 healing items per battle, so. Alright, just a hide cut there. But what I was saying, yeah, Brawly's pretty brutal. Anyways, now that we've taken on that area, the next thing to do is ride this boat to Dewford Town. So let's go in here and talk to the old man who is playing tag with his Wingull. I like to mess these up. They're fun. It's like he was chasing Pico, now Pico's chasing him. It's just funny. So yeah, let's talk to him. And he's going to give us a ride to Dewford Town, which is pretty sweet. We need to deliver that letter to Steven, this guy that we don't know who he is, because we were given no guide on what he looks like or nothing. Just go to this town and find this man named Steven. And for all we know, everybody on this island could be named Steven. But we get this awesome little cutscene of the Wingull, and it's great. I love to see Hoenn remade. I dreamed for these games for so long, and I'm so happy with how they turned out. They're not exactly what I wanted. Like, I wasn't extremely pleased with them, but they're still great. I like them. And now we're in Dewford Town, which is sweet. We can get an encounter here, because you can fish here. And I can get a Magikarp or a Tentacool by fishing with this old rod that this guy gives me. But I don't want Crocus to be paired up with either one of those Pokemon, for that matter. And yeah, he tells us how to fish. But this is the gym. Yeah, there's not much in Dewford Town. It's basically a little route on the sea, pretty much. So what's this guy have to say? And what about you? You give me anything. So she's one of those women that was like, I'm gonna marry this man and move far, far away. And she was in the big city, and now she's on this town. Like, what a life. Like, it changed for her completely. Like, that's brutal. So, there's a guy on this side. Whoa, you can go this way? I haven't played these for a long time. So here I can get a Super Repel, which is really cool. It'd be nice if I was planning on avoiding my Granite Cave encounter, trying to get Aeron or Mawile down the line, or Sableye if you're playing Alpha Sapphire. But I don't plan on doing that. It's this little girl, I have to say. Yeah, everybody's just talking about how small this island is. And this guy's like, use super training. But I'm not going to, because it's against the rules for this playthrough. I've never really played around with it, but still, I'm not going to use it. So, yeah, I'm going to heal up, and then I think we're going to go to Granite Cave, which is going to be pretty cool. We're going to finally get a full team of 6 at long last. So yeah, I'm gonna heal up and I'll meet you outside. Okay, so now that we're out here, this house right here, I can get a really cool item. It's gonna be great to complement Heather. So if I talk to this guy, he's like, feast your eyes on this. It's a silk scarf. He can see my eyes twinkling. He appreciates it, and he's all like, have it, kid. It's like that moment in that football movie or whatever where there's a little boy and he looks at the guy and he's all like, here, kid. And he throws the jersey. That's what I picture here. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but it's some movie or something. I don't remember. But this town right here, it says it's Duford Hall, but if you watch Maryland, this is the big service house. And there's a lot of people here, so there's a lot of people that talk a whole bunch of nonsense in here. Like these two kids are fighting
about the Potion Festival. What?
What about you? They're all talking about this
Potion Festival. Is it true that there's a deep relationship between potion festivals and part-time jobs? What kind of question is this? No. He can't keep up with the trends these days. They're trying to keep up with... What is this? Potion festivals? I thought I was gonna get, like, something awesome that beats big service. I get potion festivals. I'm done. Like,
that has something to do with Feebas, I believe, which is a while to go still. So yeah, we're on Route 106. We can get a new Pokemon here with the old rod, but I'm actually going to skip these two trainers for just right now. And we're going to get Crocus a new teammate. Like, we're going to get Crocus a husband. Now, if you ask me what I want in here, I would tell you anything but a Geodude or an Abra. Now, Abra I used on my final team on my original Omega Ruby Wedlocke. It was great. I don't want it again, and I don't want it because the chances of me catching it are very, very slim. I want a Makuhita. That would be so cool. Crobat is my second favorite Pokemon of all time, if you didn't know that. So, Zubat would be cool too, but I used one on a Nuzlocke before. So I'm going to walk around here and see if I can get a Dexnav encounter.
Maybe. Just maybe. We'll get something cool. So I need a male Pokemon. Any female Pokemon don't count. This guy gives me Flash. That's right. He's not a trainer. Are you Steven?
No, he's going to give me a TM70 Flash, which I'm glad it's a TM. That's something I can say. So, yeah, I don't really care about a Dexnav encounter. I need a female Pokemon. So my encounter for the Granite Cave is going to be potentially Makuhita. That's what I want. Will it be female? Well, will it be male? It will. So our encounter for Granite Cave is Makuhita, which I'm very, very happy about. Let's go ahead and tackle it so I don't knock it out. I don't think Gust would have knocked it out, but just in case. What did it use? I didn't even see. Was it like pound or I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't want to tackle it again. I do not want to knock it out. We're going to use that trusty Great Ball that nerdy professor guy gave us last episode, and we're going to catch ourselves a Makuhita. 3. And that's a Makuhita caught. We have a full team of 6 now, and we got the Pokemon that I wanted. How often does that happen? It doesn't. But yeah, Makuhita is something I've never used before in a Nuzlocke or Wedlocke, and I've wanted to. It's a really cool Pokemon. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and look at my list of trees, and I'll be right back. Alright, I checked my list, and there was a name that stood out to me. Cypress. I really wanted to name him that, but then I thought, there's a reference to a show that I've watched hundreds of times, and there's a tree called Sequoia, and Makuhita and Hariyama are really strong Pokemon, and I think he could uproot a mighty Sequoia, so I'm going to name him Sequoia. If you know what that show is, +1 to you, you get points. But yeah, we're going to name Makuhita Sequoia. Alright, let's check out our new member of the team. We got Sequoia the Makuhita. Let's take a look at him. It's got guts. Oh boy. Natures don't ever end well with me. I got a minus attack nature. Is that not just fantastic? The one thing that it's good at. Okay. I'm going to love him anyway. So, I'm still not going to use these two for a while. I'm probably going to do a big training session next episode to prepare for the gym. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and find that Steven character that we were supposed to find. Is this Steven? Wait. No, this Pokemon's Steven. I know it. If you can't tell, I know who Steven is. I'm joking, but I'm acting like I'm the character, and I don't know who this character is that we're supposed to be finding. So what do these two have to say? So they're not going to let me through here. So it looks like we have no other choice but to beat the gym, which, you know, it really stinks that you can't get Aeron or Mawile at this point in the game. Why did they do that? That makes me sad. I would have loved to use a Mawile. That would have been so much fun. But you could, you know, I can wait and come back later, but I wanted to get my Pokemon now. Makuhita is really cool. I have no problem with that. I'm so happy that I got it and not a Geodude. But so yeah, we're gonna take on these trainers. Let's see. They've got one guy has a Tentacool, so I'm gonna let Heather fight. And we're going to fight this guy who has a Tentacool, I believe. But first, actually, let's do this. Come over here and I can get another item. Oh, there's a trainer over here. I did not know that. Let's get a protein. That's pretty cool. I'm going to definitely give that to Heather down the line.
Yeah, let's fight this guy. Let's see what he has. Probably Magikarp. I'm going to be very sad because Magikarp are so boring to fight. Yeah, there's Magikarp number 1. You know, I'm tempted to speed this up if he's got 2 Magikarps. It would be more funny than me thinking of something to talk versus you hearing Chipmunk voice. Because Chipmunk voice is fun. Yeah. Like, I don't want to speed up or cut battles, but it's a Magikarp, for crying out loud.
Okay, he's got a Tentacool. That's great. We'll be fighting a Tentacool now. Something a little bit more exciting than a Magikarp. Oh, another thing I wanted to point out was, this was recorded right after the recording you just watched. I did change my clock where it will be daytime, and I wanted to say, my DS's clock was set at January 1st, 2011. Now, I don't know how that happened, but I thought it was kind of funny that my DS was all the way back in 2011. So if these Pokemon show as being caught in 2011, clearly that's not true, but that's why. I don't know if they will show us that or not. I think it's funny. But I did set the clock to 4:20, which is today, the day I'm recording this. And that's enough fighting that guy. He's done. So yeah, some of these trainers are boring. Completely optional. What does this guy have? I have no clue. He's got... Something's telling me he's got a Makuhita for some reason. I don't know. That's... Actually, that would... No, there's no way he's got a Makuhita. Maybe an Aaron. I don't know. We'll fight him with Heather anyways. I was born in a village far from the sea, so I've always dreamed of coming to Hoenn. I wonder where he was born. Far from the sea. He's got a slack off. I don't know. It's like that guy that says he's from Unova and X and Y and he has a Bunnelby. Like, as far as I know, there's no Bunnelby in Unova. So this slack off's probably going to hit us. Never mind. Here's what we're going to do. We're both going to be truant this turn, so it's going to be 2 sloths just laying there staring at each other. And we're going to use Yawn, put it to sleep. And it's probably going to do the same thing to me. Oh, it's just going to scratch me. And I'm going to switch out and let Olive take care of it. Every time I say Olive, I want to say olive oil. Isn't that Popeye's girlfriend? Yeah, I think so. There's more talk about TV Land programming. If that was on TV Land. I don't know. But the Slack Off's asleep, so let's go for Confusion a couple times and take it out. Okay, more than a couple times. This Slack Off's bulky. It looks so peaceful sleeping. Hopefully it stays that way. Yep, it should be. And I should be able to knock it out with one more and get rid of this thing. Maybe not. Yeah, we got it. Should give a lot of experience. Level 13 slack off. Yeah, 156. Heather could level 14. Finally, and wants to learn Feint Attack. That's nice. But what do I get rid of? Obviously not Scratch, because that's Stab. Feint Attack could probably do more anyway. I'm gonna get rid of Rock Tomb. Same power, and it's 100% accurate. So, and it actually never miss. So if I get stuck in a double team situation, Feint Attack would be pretty nice. Okay, there's one more trainer to fight, who I know does have a Tentacool. You know what? Heather's doing pretty good. Birch and Buttercup are solid at level 15. I'm just going to fight him. And then this should be it for the episode. So he's probably got a Magikarp and a Tentacool, just like the other guy did. No, just a Tentacool. That's fine. Tentacool have a lot of special defense, but not very much physical defense, if I remember correctly. So Scratch should do a lot of damage. And I know I didn't heal. That's unfortunate. Toxic Spikes. That's not a problem, because the only Pokemon I'll be switching to is a Poison type. Also, I didn't know this. I learned this earlier today. But I just learned today that in Generation 6, Toxic is 100% accurate for a Poison type. Now, that's really cool. That's a really good strategy. Like, when I get Toxic, I'll definitely give it to Olive here, which would be pretty useful. But that's a pretty cool thing, and I didn't know that. I learned that earlier today. So hopefully somebody else that didn't know that learned something from that. There's a lot of things that were introduced in Generation 6 that I didn't know right away. Kind of like how Spore moves don't affect grass types anymore, which is, you know, that makes sense. I like the little additions they made. Generation 6 in general, it's been pretty great so far. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't like X and Y the first time I played through them. They were okay. I liked them. They were great. They were Pokemon games, but they were on the bottom of my list, and they still are. But I have so much more respect for Generation 6 as a whole. And Poison Powder, speaking of powder moves, I don't want it. I don't think that works the same way as Toxic. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. And I don't want it anyways. But yeah, that's level 15 for Olive, which is pretty cool. And now that we've cleared all these trainers, we've realized Granite Cave is a dead end. And there's really nowhere else to go in this town other than the gym. Something I can do is in Dewford Town. I can do this. I can get my encounter for Dewford Town, which would be pretty cool. So I'm going to use that old rod that guy gave us right here. And I believe you can get Tentacool or Magikarp, like I said. So my encounter for Dewford Town, and the first Pokemon to be added to the PC, is going to be a Magikarp. So that's pretty cool. Gyarados is a really good Pokemon. Now, the Magikarp's going to be a pain to level up, but should I ever need a male Pokemon, it'll be here. So, I'll catch it. And I think Magikarp's catch rate is annoying. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm just going to catch this Magikarp. And that'll be it for the episode. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually going to look that up right now. Yeah, I just looked it up. Something I always remembered Magikarp's catch rate being really annoying, but it's not. It's 255, which is the max. I don't know what I was thinking of. I know Eevee has a really, really stupid catch rate. That's annoying. Like, holy crap. Encounter an Eevee for your encounter in Castelia City on Black and White 2. And try and catch it. Oh my gosh. That is the most annoying encounter you could ever get. Like, I love it. It's great. You can evolve it into, you know, Espeon or Umbreon at that point, and that's really good at that point in the game, but wow, that's so annoying. Anyways, we caught the Magikarp, which is pretty cool. I believe it's a male, so we're going to need a tree name for this Magikarp. And instead of cutting ahead to my list is actually right here because I still have it open from naming Sequoia. But for Magikarp, you know what? I'm trying to think. I'm going to name him Cedar. So yeah, this is the first Pokemon to be added to the PC. So Cedar will be in the PC should we need a male Pokemon in case any of ours happens to die. So yeah, we didn't do much today, but in the next episode we'll be taking down the gym and exploring Granite Cave and hopefully delivering that letter to Steven. So if you enjoyed the episode, I'd really appreciate you click that like button. It helps out a lot. And if you want to see more of the series, I'd be really appreciative if you would subscribe for more. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.